Oh yeah, we're back here, Bitcoin Advisors, bringing it to you here from Westlake Village, California. It's a hump day, a nice little Wednesday, the last day of the month, a big monthly closure coming up here in all major cases. Not only is it the monthly, not only is it the daily, but we also have the quarterly close, which we only get 4 of these a year. So actually, with that said, it is a big, big day on the higher turn time frames. Obviously, that's going to be a phenomenal portion of this analysis today. And with that said, I'd like to wish everybody a blessed and prosperous day. So let's take a look at some underlying market dynamics. Very interesting things. We've got the Bitcoin dominance here popping up down to about 58.6%. We've got yesterday, Bitcoin obviously did approach. Well, let me just get this out of here for a second and show you the Bitcoin dominance here. It's heading down to our macro low territory. So with that said, we have seen some bounces off this region at 58 and 60. So would be interesting to see what happens here. Let's take a look at some of the other underlying market dynamics. And what do we see here? We've got open interest coming up to about 11 billion while price is going up, almost making a new high on open interest. We've got the fear and greed index here sitting about flat. Total market cap is ticking up, making new all-time highs, almost 1.9 trillion global market cap there. And then we've got open interest shooting up. We've also got the global funding rates right here, kind of spiking back up here. That has put in some tops in Bitcoin's price action more recently. And yeah, so that's it for our underlying market dynamics. Now let's go take a look at some price action here. Hopping right into Bitcoin on the monthly, which is going to close in about 55 minutes. And what I would like to take a look here is at the topside Bollinger Band, which has moved up from about 35,000 to call it 44,000 over the last month, so almost $10,000. If we get another $10,000 increase from 45, I'd say we're probably coming in about $50,000 next month in the next tick in about 1 hour. And I would expect a base to be put in at that $50,000 mark over the next 3 to 6 months with this quarterly closing. Quarterly closing very bullish here. So let's jump back and look at our secondary charts here. And what do we see here? So we got the MACD about to cross up as the light red is about to turn green. If you notice, the last time that happened, Bitcoin's price was at about 51,000. We had a bullish cross up, and Bitcoin shot up to 62,000. Time before that, bullish cross up as we're approaching our breakout point, which was 37,000 right there. And we saw a bullish rally all the way up to 58,000 there. So about to get another bullish cross here. That is very bullish for the market on a daily. Let's take a look at a 2-day. Not quite there yet. But on the daily, looks like we're about to get that cross up. Any kind of a closure above 59,000 in the spot price. Now let's take a look at Bitcoin CMEs. And you will notice that Bitcoin did break above our bullish breakout point at, about 59,000 right there, or 58.5. And let's just take a measure move off this. formation by drawing a ascending triangle. Take it about 50%. Give it a move like that. And we'll take a look at this. So that measure move looks like we're going to get a break up to about 60,000. Let's take our Fibonacci retracement tool and take a look at what that lines up with. So if we go down here, yep, that's right in line with the 618 Fibonacci retracement. Perfectly in line at 66,755. That'd be my next target on Bitcoin in the short term, given this breakout. Now, if we measure that up against spot price action, what do we see here? Let's take a look. A measure move right here. I think the spot price action measure move is a little bit higher, but that would give us a move up to about 69,000. And we'll check that with our Fibonacci retracement tool. If you take it from, let's see, from here down to the last low, where does the 618 line up at? Yep, that's right in line with the 618 at 67 or 68,000. That's the measure move there. You can see the same thing happen as we came back from our last major breakout point right here. We grinded up against the top resistance area. As soon as we broke above our breakout point, Bitcoin went, from 37,000, call it 38,000, right up to, call this a straight line. We did it from February 7th to February 20th, so about 2 weeks, and we just shot clear up from there. So am I very bullish given just our secondary chart? Yes. Now let's take a look at our primary chart. What do we see here? So we do got daily Stokes turning up here. We've got the price about to break above our last prior high, and it looks like any kind of a confirmation above 59,000 will do it. Looks like we could get that even today in the next 49 minutes. Could we get some selling pressure, come back down to 53 or 54,000? Yes, and play this out a little longer. Do I think that's going to happen? No. Why is that? Why is that? Well, with the news and with April being a month that typically is a very good month for Bitcoin. In the history of Bitcoin, I don't like saying that because Bitcoin just tends to always go up. But if you look at the month of April, historically, statistically, it's a very good month. Pair that with the fact that Visa just announced they're going to be accepting the Ethereum blockchain, not Bitcoin as a form of payment. But when I say the Ethereum blockchain, they're talking about USDC coin, which is Coinbase's stable coin. We'll be able to fund payments. You have PayPal coming out saying that you're going to be able to check out with cryptocurrency. That's huge. And then you've got Singapore, the first sovereign nation for the government to basically step in and say, hey, we're going to buy Bitcoin. All that's happening right now, along with, what do you know? Stock market is rallying. Looks like the NASDAQ, which, by the way, the Dow's been leading the stock market. It just made almost a new all-time high. I'm kind of grinding up that new all-time high region there. Along with the S&P, also grinding out the highs there. And today you heard it on the news, Biden talking about another $3 billion stimulus. Looks like he wants to raise all the freeways and coat all the steel pipes with something, solarize the whole world and spend lots of money. It's great for the market. One thing we do notice with the dollar's been breaking out to the upside here. And gold, there's silver in a downtrend. Gold in a downtrend is making lower lows on a daily and lower highs. And same thing, lower highs, lower lows. Gold is not looking good, although I am expecting a bit of a bounce here, probably back up to 7. We might even get a test back up to that 21 day at 1800 or 1794. So how do these all interplay? With stocks rallying to new all-time highs, Bitcoin grinding out the top side of the new all-time highs, I am looking for some more upside action, especially with the way the monthly closed. And again, I'm just going to pull up our secondary chart and show you Bitcoin on a monthly. So every time we've closed above the topside Bollinger Band, right? Yes, we are likely to come back and test the Bollinger Band, but we've been in a straight uptrend. And we just got our biggest closure yet above the topside Bollinger Band. It closed above by a good from 44 to 59. That's simple math here. About $15,000 above. So I am expecting this thing to rise up in the next tick in 45 minutes to about $50,000. And with that said, it looks like the quarterly, which we can also look at because that's closing today. The quarterly, let's see, rose up from last month at 20,000 to this month at, let's see if we can get a clear picture on it. Sometimes it's hard to get it. So about 35,000. So from 18 to 35,000, that's about 15,000, call it 18,000. If we just continue to rise, that'll put the quarterly up. Where will that put the quarterly? 35 plus 18. Yeah, it'll put it about 50,000 for the next quarter. And that would denote Bitcoin in a new territory. And it looks like widespread adoption. We're going from millions of people using Bitcoin every day to probably billions. And next thing I want to take a look at is Ethereum, which is doing the same thing. I'll pull it out on a daily so you can see this measure move here. Ethereum in an ascending triangle, which is likely to break to the upside. You measure it halfway to the breakout point right here, and that puts Ethereum with a target of about $2,300. If we get our Fibonacci retracement tool out right here, and we just go from the high to the low, the 618 is coming in at 2238. So very bullish for Ethereum, and given that news with Visa and their willingness to use the USDC coin, let people make payments that way, I think that's phenomenal news for the market. Other than that, guys, I just wanted to check in with you and let you know that's why we're bullish. We're in an uptrend. Prices are grinding out the highs, and all we need is a daily closure for Ethereum above this level at 1924. I think that's going to denote continuation up to our next target, about 2200. And Bitcoin, a closure above 59,000. Where's this coming in at? I'll even move this down just a hair. Call it 58,940. We get a closure above there. I will be looking for some continuation to our upside target at 68,000. That's where I think the price wants to go. Well, a lot of retailers are afraid and wondering, oh, is the price too high? I don't know what to do. I think the market is looking phenomenally bullish right now. Doesn't mean we can't test a little downside and fill out this triangle a little bit more, but likely, let's hope the dollar gets slammed back down here. I don't think it will, given we're closing above the topside Challenger band on a. We're going to have a chance to close above on the weekly. We're probably heading about 94, 94.50. That would be the target on the U.S. dollar. What do we want to do? We want to take a look at Tesla real quick. Tesla is looking like, the tech sector was leading the way today. Google looks like it wants to head up to the topside Challenger band there, 2191. Tesla could get a little, it looks like it's getting some pressure. The breakout point right here is going to be 691. We get a closure above there on a daily right here, call it 703. I'll be looking for a move. We could quickly draw this one out here and support and resistance levels right there. And draw this out. So, yeah. Daily gets a closure above 707. I'd be looking for a move back up to about 850. And probably grinds out the highs and heads higher. Again, this isn't financial advice. This is just for fun, to give you an idea of what I'm looking at in these charts. Thanks so much for being with us today, and we'll check back with you soon. Take care.